Stay fresh music.
Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure you guys are aware, about a month ago I did put together a top 3 or top 4 compilation of the best money making methods that you guys could grind out, and going off the feedback, you guys really seem to like that video, as there's at least one method for all of you guys to grind out consistently and make tons of money. However, some of the methods in that video have now changed or they've been updated, so I thought I'd go ahead and put together somewhat of an updated version to that video, seeing as so many of you guys really seem to enjoy it. So as always, if you guys do enjoy this video and you do want to see me cover more epic money and RP methods in the future, all I ask is you show support by dropping a like down below, and feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so as I'm sure you guys are all aware by now, every single week I do like to cover the brand new time trials, which can earn you guys a very nice $50,000 in around 1 minute's time. So usually I will show you guys a very specific route to follow in order for you guys to beat the brand new time trial. Well, in actual fact, this week's brand new time trial for the first ever time is just purely based on luck. If you guys aren't aware, this week's time trial is called Down Chiliad, and it basically just requires you guys to drive from the top of Mount Chiliad all the way to the bottom. So hopefully you guys understand why I'm telling you there is no specific method of driving down an actual hill. So there's tons of different things that could happen. You could end up flipping your car, whacking into a tree. So what I thought I'd go ahead and do this week is something different and draw from you guys in the community to show how to beat this week's time trial. So I will be showing you guys 2 different runs of completing this brand new time trial. The first one, as you guys can see on screen, is in the brand new car which only came out this week, known as the Scramjet, and then after that I'll show you guys gameplay of someone beating it in a motorbike. So as you guys could probably see by the gameplay in the background, the Scramjet is a perfect car to actually do this week's time trial in, because obviously you can jump and you can boost in it, similar to how you guys can boost in the Vigilante, which is another car that I have seen a ton of people completing this time trial in, because you guys can just boost straight from the top and then just try and keep your balance along the pathway, and you guys should be able to complete this time trial very easily. By the way, I do want to give a massive shout out to FVPf as well as Selo McVaxter for actually supplying me gameplay to show you guys of people completing it in different vehicles. However, if you guys are like me and you do prefer to do these time trials in motorbikes, then you can follow a more specific route rather than just getting a Scramjet or a Vigilante and boosting it straight off the top. Like I said, it's probably much more funner to do it with a Scramjet or a Vigilante, but if you guys do want a higher rate of completing it, then as you guys can see on screen, simply follow this route on either a Batty 801, a Hakuchu Drag, a Shatoro, or a Gargoyle, and you should be able to beat this time trial with a fair few seconds to spare. It is worth mentioning, if you think you're not going to complete it on the run, all you have to do is hold down triangle on the PlayStation or Y on the Xbox, and it will respawn you right at the start of the time trial, so you don't have to wait hours driving all the way up the mountain again. And the final tip, as you guys can probably see by the gameplay, when you're catching major airtime, always pull your bike backwards so you guys can increase your speed and try and land it on your back wheel, as you will never bail when doing so. If you try and land on your front wheel, you guys will notice 9 times out of 10 your character will fall off his bike. So follow these tips and this route, and I'm pretty sure you guys will have a good chance of beating it. However, moving into the second best money making method that all of you guys should definitely be making the most of, and that is by making the most out of the double money and double RP promotion that Rockstar Games are currently offering on the brand new adversary mode, Hunting Pack Remix. You guys can earn tons of money by playing this game mode, as there is actually no in-game countdown, so you guys can run the clock down as much as you want, depending on whatever suits you guys best. Now, I have already put together a video fully breaking down what this game mode is all about, as well as giving you guys a few tips and tricks, so I will leave a link to that video down low, so I won't bother repeating myself, but instead what I will do is I'll quickly break down exactly how much you guys will earn depending on how long you guys play this game for, as well as how you guys can earn the round bonuses, which can make a massive difference to your final payout. By far the lowest payout, and the one that you guys definitely don't want to do, is try and finish the game in under 2 minutes. Because as you guys can see, if you're able to finish the game in under 2 minutes, you guys will only be receiving 5k for winning and 3k for losing. Whereas we just spent an extra minute and a half, so it went past the 4-minute mark, he would have received a very nice 8k, which would have been 16, and we would have received 8k. However, if we would have literally only spent an extra minute in the game, because that round was 5 minutes, so if we ended it between 6 and 8 minutes, he would have literally doubled his money up from 8k all the way up to 16k, as well as the losers earning a very nice 18k for literally just losing. So that is by far the biggest jump. You guys definitely never want to finish these games under 6 minutes, because you're practically only ever going to get a quarter or a half of what you should be earning for literally only a couple minutes of work. So if you guys are willing to push it literally only an extra minute, you can increase it again by another 4k. So you're not quite doubling it, but you are still increasing your payout quite nicely. So you're getting 20k if you guys are able to finish the game between 8 and 9 minutes. As soon as the 8-minute mark passes, however, we're under the 9-minute mark, and when we finish the game, we get a very nice 20k, as well as a very nice $10,000 for the losers, and that is literally just for losing the game. And like I did mention, I am glad I've been smashing this out, because the old school ways of adversary modes, or the one literally just before this with the best and highest payout you'd always earn, is by pushing the games into overtime. So you did have to make them drag out for a bit. However, we no longer have to do this. All you guys have to do is make sure the 9-minute mark passes. So like I said, just make sure you guys go up to the 9-minute mark, and then you can put your foot on the acceleration and try and finish the game to earn the max payout. Now that is not only the way that you guys are going to be earning the max amount of money, you guys will also have potential to earn something called a winner's round bonus. Now how you guys will earn this is by winning rounds back to back. So hopefully you appreciate me putting this graph together for you guys, so it's very clear and you guys can see exactly how much you'll be earning. So if you guys were to win 2 rounds back to back on top of your initial payout, you'll be earning an insane 24k bonus. Now I put this graph together without double money. So as you guys know, for winning 1 round, you'd usually only get 13k. That's why it's 26k for 2 rounds, whereas we're earning 26k for 1 round. So where you guys can see 26,000 right now, that's more like 52,000 plus the double money up to 12k, which is 24, taking us up to 74k. And if you guys are able to win 3 rounds back to back, you're earning an extra 20k, and that's without double money and RP. Now that is, like I said, for winning rounds back to back. So when you sit back and be smart and think about it, you're much better off playing one big long game than rather playing 5 or 6 short games of only 1 or 2 rounds, because you won't be earning no bonuses during that. You might be able to earn the time bonus, but that's just practically it. Now one thing I do want to say is this brand new adversary mode does require a minimum of 4 players. Obviously, because it is a hunt and pack game mode, you guys will need 4 or more players. So if you guys don't have that many friends that do play GTA 5 online, do be sure to leave a comment underneath this video with your gamer tag or your PSN, and you might be better off leaving whether or not you got a mic, as I know certain players only like to play with other players who've got mics. You can also try leaving a comment with the time zone or region you guys play in, along with your gamer tag, just so you guys find more players in your region, so it's more than likely you'll all be on at the same time. However, moving straight to the third best money making method, and that's by selling street vehicles. And I'm actually going to show you guys a trick that will allow you guys to spawn in the most expensive street vehicle you guys can find, and that is the Dubster 2 Gold and Chrome editions. Worth mentioning, you do want to be in a free roam session whilst you're doing this. So as you guys can see right here, I'm in a free roam session with my friend in the background. He's the one who's going to register as an MC. He invites me to join his biker club. As you guys can see, I go ahead and accept it. Now as soon as you guys accept it, you want to get your friend who's the MC president to make you his road captain. Now as you guys can see, as soon as he makes you the road captain, all you have to do is pull up your interaction menu, and you guys can now request the Dubster. So simply go ahead and do so. Now once you guys request the Dubster, you should notice it comes in this very slick looking matte black, which does look pretty nice in my opinion. However, what you guys actually want to do once you're in the Dubster is make your way down towards the LS Customs at the airport. I'm pretty sure 99.9% of you guys know where this is already, but I will pull it up in a second just to show you guys exactly where it is. Now once you guys are in the Dubster, all you guys want to do is drive slowly towards the LS Customs. You want to make sure that you're never driving too fast when you're trying to spawn this Dubster 2 in, because you want to give it time to actually spawn in by the game itself. Very similar to the Sand King method or the Sentinel XS. So as you guys can see right here, it didn't spawn in for us. That's because the third factor is it's only going to spawn in between the times of 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so otherwise known as 1400 hours. So between 9 and 1400 hours is when you guys want to take a Dubster 2 down to the LS Customs. That's the reason why I pulled up my phone very quickly, as you guys can see, just to double check that I was doing it during the right time. Now, this first method that I'm showing you guys, driving from the city or the helipad towards LS Customs, it does actually work, but it doesn't work as good as the new method that I've just found out. So as you guys can see right here, this is the area that you do want to drive from if you're going to be using this first method. Like I said, this one does still work, but it is very tedious and doesn't spawn in every time, so it could take a few attempts before you guys actually get your dumpster to spawn in. So I'm going to fast forward this gameplay to save you guys time, as like I said, you do have to drive pretty slowly towards it to actually give it time to spawn in. But as you guys can see, it was my second attempt trying to spawn it in this method and it didn't work for me. So I went ahead and used my brain, used my initiative, and I'm going to show you guys how I actually got to spawn in straight away. So what I actually went ahead and done is I got in the dumpster 2 and I took it over to LS Customs and I simply parked it right next to the spot where it's meant to spawn in. So it's meant to spawn in this little alleyway just to the left of me. So as you guys can see right here, I just parked it in front of that garage door. Now once I parked off my dumpster right there, you want to go ahead and rob an NPC car. Now from personal experience, when you're robbing an NPC car, you're always better off trying to rob a 4-door basic looking car like you can see on screen right now. Never try and rob an NPC for like a flashy sports car type. That's just my personal experience from when I've tried to spawn this in. I've always had a 100% success rate when I've got these 4-door coupe style cars. Now once you guys have got your NPC car, simply drive the way I'm doing on screen towards the airport and then simply drive back towards LS Customs. Now don't forget, whilst you're doing this, it must be between the times of 9 and 2 o'clock, otherwise known as 900 hours and 1400 hours. As you guys can see here, I pull up my phone quickly just to show you guys it's 10 o'clock, so only an hour into the time gap that we've got. Perfect timing, as you guys can see. And when I pull up to LS Customs, remember not to be driving at max speed, just drive similar to how I'm doing on screen. And as you guys can see, bang, as easy as that, I've spawned in a modded rare chrome dumpster 2. As soon as you guys get that bitch, take it straight into LS Customs, and from here you guys want to whack an insurance on it. This part is very important. As soon as you guys get this car, make sure you whack it full coverage over it in case someone comes over to you and blows you up and you're gonna have to do that whole process again. Because I'm not gonna lie, this first part of you guys spawning it in for the first time is the longest part of the whole process. Once you guys have got yourself one dumpster 2, the rest of the method is a walk in the park, and it's also 100% solo, which I know a ton of you guys are gonna love. But another great thing about this method is not only is it 100% solo that you guys can go ahead and stack some serious cash with, you guys can also go ahead and spawn these in for your friends, and I'm also going to prove how to do so. However, there is one more thing that we do have to take care of, because right now this would be a good method, being able to spawn these in free roam, but it's not really unlimited if you can only do it between 9 AM and 2 PM. However, what you guys want to do to get around this is simply press start, go across to online, select play job, Rockstar created, and you guys want to choose one of 3 different missions. The first mission you guys can choose is called Time to Get Away, the second one is called Denial of Service, and the third one is called Chopper Tail. All 3 of these missions you guys can do, and I will prove this to you in this video that I do it also in a different mission. However, the reason we actually want to go ahead and start one of these missions up is because the clock or the time in these missions is stuck at 12 o'clock. It will not go 1 minute past 12 or 1 minute under 12 o'clock. It is literally stuck at 12 continually for the entire mission, which means you guys can spawn in as many dumpster 2s as you want whilst playing this mission. So firstly, I'm going to assume the majority of you guys playing will want to do this with a friend, so you can both just continually spawn one in for each other, and then after that I'll show you guys how it works. It's just as easy doing it solo by yourself. So once you guys are in the mission, you simply want to get inside the car and go ahead and park it where you parked it in free roam, just near the gate, just as I do on screen should be fine. Now once you guys parked up your car, simply get out of the car, go ahead, rob any NPC car. It doesn't have to be a 4-door car. I would just suggest it isn't a flashy sports type car, as I've had the worst success with those type of cars. Now as I promised you guys earlier on in the video, you don't have to park up the dumpster 2 to spawn these in if it's not working for you for whatever reason. You guys can simply just get inside the dumpster 2 with your friend, as you guys can see on screen, and simply just run the route that I was showing you guys that I've done in free roam, and it should spawn in just as easily for you or your friend to go ahead and take. So this time when I was spawning it in, it's quite important when you're in the mission to not be looking in the area where it's going to spawn. So as you guys can see, I was holding my right analog stick downwards, so it gave me an almost bird's eye view of my dubstar. So there was no way of me looking at LS Customs to show Rockstar Games spawning it in for me. So as you can see here, I'm approaching LS Customs, got the bird's eye view, and I'm maintaining a very slow speed, just giving Rockstar Games plenty of time to spawn it in, because like I said, they do flash a few times when Rockstar Games spawn in a car, and they don't want you guys to see this happening because they do want the game to feel realistic. And if you just saw a bunch of cars around the map always spawning in at random times, how fake would the game feel? So there is good reason why Rockstar Games make you do it this way. And like I said, if you're going to do it with a friend in the same session, make sure he's far away from the area like we've done this time, or he's actually in the car with you. So at this time that I spawned it in, my friend was actually going to check that he had space in his garage to store this dubster in. That's the reason why I'm literally just sitting next to this dubster waiting for him to come and collect it. Now as soon as your friend arrives, you want to get him to go ahead, get inside the dubster too. Obviously you guys can't access LS Customs like earlier on in free roam, so what he wants to do is get in the dubster and take it over to any of his owned garages or apartments. So when he now backs out of the mission, goes over to his garage, he can just go into passive mode, take the dubster out of his garage and go and whack an insurance on it, and he can now do this by himself 100% solo. Now it is worth mentioning the odd few times Rockstar Games will spawn in some other customized vehicles, which I'm not gonna lie, do look pretty sick, especially that Rapid GT. I might try and recreate that paint job in a future video. However, the last piece of gameplay I'm going to show you guys now is me doing this as of today 100% solo in a different mission. As you guys can see right here, I've got my biker clothes on. I'm not going to cut any bit of this footage. I'm just going to fast forward it to save you guys time, just to prove, because I know there's a lot of skeptical people out there, and I don't blame you guys because there is a lot of scummy and fake shit that goes on in the GTA 5 community. So it's only right that you guys do question a lot of the stuff that these guys do put out, especially those fucking fake giveaways. If you guys aren't aware, all these GTA 5 YouTubers who are supposedly doing giveaways, if you type in their names or their YouTube channel names and then type next to it giveaway exposed, there's been like tons of videos of all these guys exposing them for fake giveaways. However, we're not here to talk about the cancer in the community. We're here to show you guys that they're spawning these rare Dubster 2s. This time, as you guys can see right here, I'm doing denial of service, so it also does work in this mission right here. However, I do prefer a chopper tail and a time to get away because they don't actually have any timers in the bottom right. As you guys can see in this mission right here, you do have a 10-minute countdown timer. However, if you guys go ahead and blow up 3 of the trucks, then that timer will stop as soon as you guys get on the final truck. So as you guys can see, the first time it didn't spawn in for me because I was going too fast. So another trick you guys can try and do is when you're driving slow is come to a full stop on the path closest to it. So as you guys can see here, I ended up coming to a full stop, just giving Rockstar Games a little bit of time to spawn it in for me, drive forward a little bit more and then come to a full stop again, just in case they didn't spawn it in. Now they've got no excuses, they're definitely going to spawn it in for me. Don't forget to try and not look at LS Customs as you're driving towards it, and then bang, you guys should have a fresh new Dubster 2 waiting for you parked up. All you have to do is hop straight in that and then take it over to any of your closest garages or apartments. Now another massive tip I'm going to give you guys is there's actually a 10-car garage right behind the LS Customs at the airport, which should take you guys about 15 to 20 seconds to get from the LS Customs to that one. But even if you guys don't own that 10-car garage or you don't want to buy it, the one at the airport, as you guys can see right here, there's a ton of other apartments literally within a 1-mile radius of where you guys spawn this in. So all you guys have to do is just keep repeating the process as much as you want, and then go ahead and sell one of these cars every 40 minutes or so in free roam whilst you guys are doing some MC work, some vehicle warehouse, or even just doing some free roam work. Or even if you guys are grinding out contact missions, after every few contact missions, when you head back into free roam, you can just call up your mechanic, get your Dubster delivered to you, and just be making easy money consistently throughout the next few weeks. I'm not gonna lie, definitely one of my favorite methods to grind out, because all you have to do is do work for like half an hour, fill up your garage, and then you're gonna consistently have money coming into your account from literally doing nothing. And I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys are already aware, but if you guys aren't aware, every time you sell one of these cars, you're gonna be receiving an insane $23,000 for every single car. It is worth mentioning the gold version does sell for slightly a bit more, but like I said, you're getting over 23k per vehicle. So let's say on average it takes about 20 minutes to half an hour to fill up your 10-car garage. You guys would be earning around $250,000 per per garage every time you do this, which is just insane for such an easy and straightforward method that any of you guys can do straight away. So don't forget to leave a comment down below, find another player to do this with, and then once you both have your dubsters, you can go ahead and do it 100% solo every single time. However, moving into the fourth and final method in this video, and that's by making the most amount of money out of the contact missions. Now recently I did put together a video showing you guys by far the top 3 fastest paying missions, so I'm not going to go ahead and show you guys 3 missions in this video. Instead, I'll leave a link to that video down low in the description, but instead in this video I'll cover the one mission that I think overall is the best when it comes to how long it takes to do, the final payout you get, and how easy it is. Nonetheless, that's going to do it for me, guys. As always, if you guys do enjoy these money making guides and you do want to see me cover more epic money and RP methods in the future, all I ask is you show support by dropping a like down below, and also feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.